Hello, it is Sunday, so it is time for my mental health vlog. Um, this was Thanksgiving week, so there were a lot of ups, a lot of downs. Um, I'll start with the thing that I think took me most by surprise this week. On Monday, my manager and her manager called the team together for a team meeting to announce that there was going to be some restructuring within the teams, which is always so much fun. My manager is not changing for me, but it's changing for everybody else. My manager's now going to be the product owner for not only the commercial lines project that I work on, but all of the sister projects for select and personal lines and employee benefits. This was the job that I posted, or that I told them that they needed a couple months ago, and that I would love to have taken on. So it's great that they took my advice, that's a job that was needed. It sucks that it went to my boss. But with that being said, it'll be very interesting to see how things progress over the next couple of weeks. My gut reactions are always, I don't know how I want to word this. I tend to jump to feelings right away. And I've decided that on this one, I'm going to wait before I have any real feelings about it. I'm going to wait and see how it goes. I'm going to wait and see how the changes work out. If it's great, it's great. If it's not, it's not. Either way, nothing I can do about it. So just kind of wait it out and see how it goes. So work has been interesting. I like to think that it's getting better, and just about the time I get adjusted to the changes, boom, more changes. So trying to just stay positive and optimistic and just do my job, and that's it. Okay, that's enough about work. Short week makes things really weird. So it's been slow on this side of my life, which is this is over here. This is where I work. Over here is my embroidery studio, my Etsy shop. This side of my life has been absolutely insane. Good problem to have, but holy crap. So doing my best to keep up with that. And with the week being short, it was also a slow week here, so I was able to focus some more on here while also doing this. I went to go to my meeting on Wednesday, my support meeting, and I hadn't heard from anybody that there were any changes or anything. So I'm like, well, we usually don't have changes when there's holidays because, addictions don't take holidays. So, no big deal. I'm sure my meeting is as scheduled. And I wasn't there the previous week because I had that release at work. So I finish up doing what I'm doing, finish up my patches, and I get, stop for my coffee because I usually get coffee before the meeting, and I get to the center where we're meeting, and I look around, and it's kind of dark, but I'm early, so I'll give it a few. And I wait, and I wait. And about the time that I feel like I usually see a lot of people, I'm like, okay, something's up. So I sent a message to my group. Lo and behold, they had decided the week prior that because the center was going to be closed, that our meeting was going to be virtual on Zoom. And I gotta tell you, I was really hurt. I see this group as family. I feel like I'm a relatively staple member of the group. So the fact that no one thought to let me know the meeting had shifted to online really hurt. And I know it wasn't an intentional slight, because no one would intentionally not tell me that the meeting was changing, but it really It really did hurt. And of course, I got all of these. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry we didn't tell you. Oh, I should have told 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 you. Yeah, somebody should have. I was really hurt by that. And I asked my boyfriend if I was kind of overreacting. He's like, no, you're a staple member of that group. That group is very important to you, and you're very important to that group. And he's like, I don't feel like your feelings are overreacting at all. So I was really just hurt. Not mad, just hurt. Anyway, Thursday was Thanksgiving. So we picked up my son about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So he and his dad and his dad's boyfriend had big Thanksgiving breakfast at Waffle House. That's going to be their thing. Whether I have him Thanksgiving morning or Thanksgiving afternoon, whichever one I don't have, they're going to do Waffle House. So whatever. I think it's cool. I love Waffle House, honestly. It's the right kind of gross. Anyway, picked him up at 1. And I had already dropped my boyfriend and the turkey off at his parents' house so he could start cooking. When I left there, it was just started pouring. So I drove from way south to back north to pick up my son, to go back south. And there were times where it was raining so heavy I could barely see the road. It was scary, but made it through. When we were unloading the car with my son, we went outside to get something, and he said, do I call her Miss so-and-so or Aunt so-and-so or whatever? And I'm like, well, she's Miss so-and-so. That's what we've been calling her. And he said, do you think she'll mind if I call her Grandma? I said, well, buddy, I think you should ask her, but I think she would probably like that. I walked inside, and I barely got in the door, and he went over to her and he asked her, and you could have knocked her over with a feather, because she was just like, me? Yeah. Like, there was so much going on in her head, you could see it. It was just so sweet. And she was like, I always wanted one of those. And he gave her a hug, and it was great. He hadn't said anything about Mr. So-and-so, my boyfriend's dad, until later that night when we had gotten home from Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving itself was great. The food was good. My son was very engaging and involved and present and conversive and funny. And it was like, I have not seen that side of my son in a long time. And my boyfriend's parents said the exact same thing. And my boyfriend said the same thing. So it was a really, really great day with him. And we got home that evening, and I was tucking him into bed, and I asked him, I said, okay, so we've got, and I went over the remaining grandparents. We've got Grandpa so-and-so, we've got Grandma so-and-so, and now we have Grandma so-and-so and Mr. so-and-so. And he's like, no, Grandma and Grandpa. I said, okay, Grandma and Grandpa so-and-so it is. So it meant a lot to them, and I think it was really sweet. And later she came up to me and she's like, did you instigate that? I'm like, nope, no ma'am. That is something I was very adamant about. I was not going to tell my son what he should call you. I was not going to give him ideas or recommendations on what he should call you. That was up to him. I introduced you as Mr. So-and-so and Mrs. So-and-so, and until he felt otherwise, that was what it was to be. So he made that call all on his own, and that was awesome. So that was great. I did skip over therapy. Tuesday I had therapy because of the holiday week, and it was a really good session. And we talked about the fact that I'm trying to process emotions more, as opposed to just going with what I feel instinctively or right away, my gut reaction, my knee-jerk reaction, I should say. And I said, I think that's actually what I'm doing whenever I have those moments where I just shut down. It's like I'm shutting down because I just don't know how to feel. I don't know what to feel. And that's what I'm doing, is I'm trying to figure it out. So she thought that me identifying what happens when I shut down was a breakthrough. So I was pretty excited about that. Um, Friday we did a little decorating around the house and just ran some errands. Not too much because Black Friday creeps me out. People, I don't like people. Saturday we went to go see a movie. We saw the new Disney movie Strange World. I knew very little about this movie. I had heard that there was a gay character in there, which I thought was really cool, but I had heard very little about this movie. Early in the movie, they identify that the lead character is gay, and he has a crush on another boy who obviously has a crush on him. Seeing a same-sex relationship so normalized in a Disney movie really caught me off guard. I did not think that was something I was going to see in my lifetime. There are lots of things I never thought I'd see in my lifetime with regards to gay acceptance. I lost it in the theater. My poor son next to me, he's like, "What's wrong, Papa?" Because he didn't see anything wrong that would have triggered me to start crying, which in itself is great. But I did. I was like silently sobbing in my seat. And my boyfriend leaned over to him and he's like, "I think your papa's really excited to see some representation in a movie like that." And I really was. And aside from that, the movie itself had some amazing diversity and representation. There were women of color in positions of power. There were biracial relationships. The lead character is biracial. Hell, even the dog only had 3 legs. There were characters that were non-binary. I understand why Disney didn't promote this as heavily as they have others. But to me, this is probably the most important Disney movie that they've done. Was it the best movie plot-wise? No, it was great, but not the best. But it hit me in a lot of levels. Aside from all of that, there were also issues dealing with trauma between father and son, and, father and son from the same person. So there's you have 3 generations, and the middle one's dealing with trauma from both sides, and it's like, fuck, Disney, just tag me next time, because I have not cried so much in a movie that is not designed to make you cry. Oh, my 4th son probably thinks I'm crazy. He knows I'm crazy, but anyway, very good movie, definitely worth it. And Disney does exactly what they've been doing over the last couple of movies, and there's really focusing on family trauma as opposed to having a villain. And this one just hit home on so many levels, but really good movie. And then the rest of the day yesterday and today we spent decorating outside. We've got a few more things that we ran out of that we're waiting to come in the mail, but we're pretty much done with decorating the outside of the house, and the tree is up on the inside of the house, and you can see my little villain tree right here, which I love. It's in my office. So, and my son is still in the other room because we have him until Wednesday night, and I'm so excited to have him for so long. It's a week that I get to have my son. So tomorrow I get to wake up and take him to school, and I pick him up from school, and then Tuesday I take him to school and pick him up from school, and then Wednesday I take him to school and pick him up from school, and I love it. I love just having this normalcy with him. So, oh, god damn that movie. It's Strange World. It's in theaters. You really should go see it. I did see one lady leave with her daughter and never come back when they realized that there was a gay character in there, and I feel sorry for her daughter, but I was prepared for negative comments around me in the theater, and that didn't happen. There was another scene where, I really can't say, but I will say that there's a moment where I expected a really, really negative reaction to the character being gay, and that didn't happen. And that in itself Made me cry again. Anyway, good movie. Okay, I'm way over time. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had spent some time with family and friends. Check on your friends. Try to spend some time with them the holidays. Check on your family. Try to spend some time with them these holidays, and check on yourself and recognize when you're doing good things and acknowledge when you do have those breakthrough moments. And it's okay to cry when you have good feelings, happy feelings. It's always okay to cry. All right, I love you guys. I will see you guys next week.